All new Minecraft Let's Play, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So in this Let's Play I'm just gonna have a everyday Let's Play. No cheats or anything, just normal world. So the plan for today's episode is to start off and possibly build a house, maybe get some diamonds, and yeah, just start a Let's Play really. So if this will end up loading. Okay, so it looks like we are right by a mountains biome, taiga and snowy taiga. So I'm just gonna have a bit of an explore around the nearby area, see what I've got to work with, and we got a village right by our house. It's quite nice. So I want to start just by punching a tree, get myself a crafting bench and some tools. At first I think I'm going to explore this village and see what there is really. So this villager has no trades. We have a broken igloo house. I can sleep here to skip the night if I need to. Another guy without a job. And another broken door. I don't think these villagers are doing too well. So I'm just gonna see. Oh, we've got a coral that might be nice for building in a later episode, and some pumpkins. They're always nice to have. So if I just collect these, so later on I can end up getting a pumpkin farm in the near future. Might be a episode goal for the day, but if I grab these, should be able to make a pick and then get myself a set of stone tools right off the bat, which would be very nice. So if I just do the usual, make a whole load of sticks, then I can get to work grabbing some stone. So if I just make a bit of a ugly stairway down, then I should be able just to grab a whole load of stone and get a whole set of tools running from the start, which would be very nice indeed, if I do say so. So if I just come down to here and then just grab a whole bunch of stone, if I grab a whole load extra, then I will be able to make myself a furnace too, which will help if I end up finding some food and I can cook it so I don't sort of starve. So if I just grab these two here, then this should be more than enough to get a full set of tools and a furnace. So I'm gonna want 1, 2, 3, there's my pick. So axe I'm gonna want here for a shovel, then 2 and 1 stick for a stone for when the monsters start to spawn. So if I just come over to these mountains, I'm going to see if I can find myself a whole bunch of oak, seeing as oak is my favourite wood in the game and the only nice wood to look at in the game in my opinion. And it does look like there's some trees up there in the mountain, so if I just head up there, then I should be able to get at least a decent amount of oak. That's a lava source there, which could be quite helpful if I need to smelt a lot of items, because I believe lava smokes 100 items, which, oh, that's deep drop. Kill this cow. So yeah, lava smelts 100 items, which is helpful once you have the nether, seeing as you can get lava very easily. So if I just grab some coal here. Any more? Nope. There is some up here though. If I try and work my way up, then yeah. But once you can get like lava, you've got a good amount of easily accessible fuel really, which is very nice to have, seeing as it's so cheap and all. So if I just try and work my way around here, and oh, there's some oak trees down here, a chicken which I will kill, and then there's also some caves which might be nice to try and get myself a whole bunch of iron. So if I grab what I can easily reach in this tree here, then I should have plenty to go caving for a little while. And then once I have iron, I can make like a shield, and that's all I'm gonna do. So if I just kill all these animals, I'm gonna kill the llamas as they give you some leather, which will be helpful when I'm trying to end up making a like level 30 enchanting setup. So if I just hop over here to these cows and a sheep, which will give me wool if I don't decide to end up heading back to the village to sleep. So if I find 2 more sheeps, then I don't have to end up heading back to the village, which would be nice. So just gonna end up grabbing a load of coal before I dive down into this cave here. So now I can make a whole bunch of torches, which will be nice for exploring, as I can see better. But that's a pretty hopeless cave. Maybe I'll have more luck with this one over here. So yeah, let's just dive in. So we have a flower which makes me think that this isn't looking very promising. Well, over here actually, yeah, here we go. We've got the start of a proper cave system, which is quite nice. So here we are, here's our first iron. So if I just mine all this up, then I'll be able to put it into a furnace. No, I didn't make one earlier. So if I make 2 actually, then place these down here. I haven't got any more coal. I saw some back up here, so let's go grab some of this just so I can smelt up some food and the iron to get a shield probably and a pick, seeing as a shield is one of the most helpful pieces of armor in the game in my opinion. So you only need 1 iron and 8 planks, and then you put them in a formation like so, they can go up top. And yeah, so if I just sort these out, then just crouching will allow you to block a whole bunch of damage, which is quite helpful, as I would say, as it will like render creeper explosions, and like creeper explosions are pretty much like non-existent in terms of damaging you. So if I just leave some food going there, then I can grab some more coal and head further down, see if I can get enough iron to make armor maybe, which would be nice for a first episode, having some armor. And like, so far I haven't encountered any monsters, but seeing as I have a shield, I'll be fine from skeletons and creeper explosions. But things like a zombie, like the shield will block it, but if I go to hit it, then it can like, because when you swing, the shield like goes, as you can see there. So something like a zombie might be able to sort of hit me during that window. So if I just grab all of this, then so if I grab these 2 and my crafting table, then head back up and see if I can find another cave, or actually I've got this module of a cave here I can go and explore. There's water, which is always helpful if you have a bucket, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to try and swim my way up to it and then block it off with a piece of cobblestone so it's no longer bothering me when I try to explore the cave. So you have another dead end, but I can hear a zombie villager over here somewhere. So that might be down in the little gap that I saw back here. What's this water doing? There we go. Yeah, sometimes water can have a weird bug like that. So here we go. Some more iron. It's always nice. And zombie villager sounds further and still, but it might be that the cave sort of like wraps around and then I'll see him. But if I just carry on in, then hopefully I can find some good stuff. And I just heard a skeleton, which is not a sound I particularly want to be hearing. And from that it looks like it might be, yep, it's night outside, so if I just stay in the cave, then it should be alright for monsters. And this looks like a ravine to me. Yeah, it is. So a ravine is a nice thing to find this like early into a Let's Players. Like, look at the amount of iron we have over here. So if I can grab all of this up, then I probably will have enough to end up making myself some armor, and maybe even a full set of iron tools too, which would be pretty nice. So far I've got 17 and then 4, so I'm 1 off. There's some over here. So if I just come back over here and set up one of the furnaces to smelt all of this, I need 3 bits of coal. So if I just leave that going, then oh, don't want to take that off, especially with the creeper nearby. So if I just grab this, can put this in the furnace too, and it should get smelted, seeing as coal smelts 6 pieces, like 6 things at a time, which is very nice. So if I start by making myself some boots, check them on, and 1 more, and I can make myself a helmet. And then I think I will, here we go, and after I've got my armor, I'll go down and end up fighting this creeper, seeing as if I don't have any armor, then may be able to blow me up. And here we have a skeleton, so if I just approach it using the shield to block its arrows, then I can take it out with relative ease, since shields being added to the game is what I would say one of the most overpowered things in the early game, seeing as they're so easy to make and they just block everything for you, like explosion damage and like any projectile it'll block, apart from maybe a gassed fireball, seeing as they're like explosive. But yeah, they'll block like physical attacks from like a zombie, which is always a nice thing to block, because like a zombie on their own is nothing really, but a lot of zombies all together starts getting quite a bit dangerous, because you can't back off and like stay safe. So, well, if I just hit this creeper in the legs, oh yep, oh no, he shouldn't explode if I just peek him, and now he should be 1 hit. Yep, so there we go, first creeper of the season down, which is always a nice thing to do. And if I keep exploring this ravine, then I probably should eventually get to diamond level, which is something like Y16 to like Y5, I believe. So we got some more iron. Just mine it up because you can never have too much iron. Because even if you end up having loads and loads, then you just like can put it into another beacon, which is always a lovely thing to have, especially haste 2 mining beacon, because then if you have efficiency 5, you have the ability to insta-mine it. Ooh. So we have a lot of cows up here, but I think I'm just going to go finish the armour up, because there is a lot of mobs up there too. And although the skeletons will sort of burn in the daylight, I don't particularly want to get blown up by a creeper from behind when I'm not really expecting it, because you know it's not that fun. So if I just come up here and go and kill all of these cows, then I should have plenty of food to explore the whole of this ravine maybe. And does this zombie just drop his sword? No. And also it looks like we have a forest biome nearby, which is always nice because it's easy access oakwood, which I will never turn down, because easy access oakwood's just nice, no other way to put it. So if I just kill all of these cows here and this chicken, and oh, we got a lot of mobs here. So if I just take out all of these guys, then I should have absolutely plenty of food. And we got more sheep, so now, yep, I got 3 wool, so I can make a bed. I'm also gonna pick up a poppy because, you know, in my opinion, Minecraft beds look best when they're red. So, you know, like the good old days, Minecraft beds being red are what makes them like a bed, in my opinion. Otherwise, I just view it as right. So if I just come over here and kill this creeper, as you see, I took no damage. My armor took a bit of beating, but the shield took most of it, and that can be very helpful because, you know, when you hear the like sound, when like if it sneaks up behind you, you can just turn around and do that, and then you don't take a whole ton of damage, which taking a whole ton of damage is, you know, always a nice thing to avoid. So if I come along here, we've got more iron. Okay, Jake. So, if I just mine up all of this iron, my pick will soon end up running out. If I find that spider, I will kill it, because then I get if I kill more, I can get a bow sort of early on, which is quite nice. So I think this is going to be the end of the ravine. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to come over here and explore the branch that looked like it was heading downwards here. So yeah, if I can just block this off. It looks like that's all this way. So I'm just gonna head down here and hopefully the cave will end up taking us downwards. Then maybe I can get some diamonds first episode, which is always a nice thing to, you know, like have. So we got more iron and a deep drop down. Can come down here at the side a bit and then sort of do this, but first I'm going to grab all this iron, because early game getting lots of iron is always nice. So if I just make my way down here, then oh, creeper. So, you know, just quickly block the explosion. It's always nice, and I believe that's lava down here, yeah. So lava means that we're probably around diamond level already, which is pretty nice, but you know, with lava you always have to be careful that you're not sort of dropping into it, because you know, if you drop into it, then all of your items will instantly get burned and you have like no chance at all of retrieving them. So if we can try and kill these creepers. Oh, well, one exploded and kill the other, that's not too bad. So we have another one over there, but I think I'm going to explore this way, as yeah, it's going down quite a bit. And we have a skeleton right here, so if I just kill this guy, and you can see that the like arrow is hitting me like sort of in between like sword swings, because when you swing the sword, like the ooh, nearly fell on there. So we got our first redstone over here, which I'll go pick up. I'm just going to chuck the granite down into lava because I just hate the block, if I'm being honest. I've never liked granite or like diorite either. Like even the polished forms, just don't think they look nice really. So hopefully down here we'll also end up getting some diamonds soon, as I do believe we're at the right level. If I just grab the map out, then I'm at Y20, so nearly diamond level. But when I'm at the bottom of this sort of hole here, then I'll most definitely be at diamond level. And so it doesn't look like there's anything down here, so I can just block this off so I don't end up accidentally falling into it. But oh, always pays to mine out ores, because you never know if another ore spawns right behind them, seeing as that's quite a common thing that can happen in the game. So I've got myself a whole bunch of ores just mining out that bit of redstone. So if I just come back up here, then I think that I did see another passageway leading quite far down over here. Yeah. So, oh, here we have emerald ore. That's unusual to find before diamond, seeing as it's a lot rarer, and you can only find it in extreme hills biomes. So that must mean that there's like a sort of and here's another ravine with another emerald ore, which means that there must be some diamonds around here somewhere. And oh, if that went into the lava, then I would be very sad. We have our first lapis here too, which is nice, and another skeleton, but he's burned himself in lava, and his stuff's been burnt too. So if I just mine up this lapis, then eventually I'll be able to start enchanting, and we have some gold here too, which is nice. So I'm gonna plop down my crafting bench here and make myself a bucket so I can start grabbing water and using it to yeah, I could have sworn I saw a spider here. So if I just pick up this and then sort of ride the water on its way down, I don't take. Oh, here's the spider. So, yeah, if I kill this guy, I can grab some string and just chuck a load of rubbish. So I grab this string. Hello. I have an inventory slot free. Can you, like, get picked up, please? There we go. So, oh, it's lapis. Never got picked up. Which I want to do really. I will drop some gravel for it, because gravel's not that useful, if I'm being honest with you. Unless you want to make something like concrete powder, which requires 4 gravel and 4 sand, and then 1 of like your dye, depending on like what dye you want to use to make it. But I think I'm having a bug with picking things up, because this gold doesn't want to pick up. Oh no, I haven't got slot free. There we go. So I've already got almost a stack of iron now. And yeah, that's over a stack because it won't pick up. So I think I'm just going to chuck these 2 furnaces down here and just try and get them smelting. So half a stack in here with 4 coal will end up smelting all of it. And now I can use the water bucket to obsidianize this lava, which should stop me from falling in it and dying. But if I come over here, then surely there must be some diamonds. Surely somewhere over here with all this lava, there must be at least 1 diamond. What about over here? Got any diamonds for me, game? Like any at all? More redstone, but it's not really what I'm wanting. But I will take it because redstone is in. Oh, got another lava lake now. Will this one have any diamonds? Nope. I'm not having some. Oh, here we are. Walked right past it. We've got 3. That is enough to make a pick, straight off the bat. Oh, we got 4, 5. So I'll use them to make a pick and an enchantment table, probably, seeing as they're what I tend to go for first in a world, seeing as the pick you want so you can get to the nether, obviously, and then enchantment tables just quite nice and helpful, my opinion, because enchanted iron tools may not be as good as a diamond, but they're still very good. And you know, if you can get some enchants early on, then you'll be better suited to surviving and collecting ores. Because if I can get fortune then out of those 5 diamonds, I would have got something nearly 20 probably, which is really crazy. Fortune 3 is one of my favourite enchantments, maybe second only to Silk Touch, which is also very nice. But if I can just block off this water, then I'll be able to get back up here easily, and if I can reach it, then I will block off this lava too, as I don't really want to be falling into that. But down here might be able to get some more diamonds, but this is absolutely massive. Is that some over there? No, it's just diorite. And yeah, this cave system's massive, so I have a good chance of getting some more, which is always nice. But oh, lost that bit of gold. I'm not going to head up there because it looks like it goes upwards, and right now I sort of want to be hanging around lower, so I swear I'll be getting diamonds and other nice things. So yeah, it was diamonds, so good job I came back over here. But that scared me so much then, all the gravel moving. Yeah, this diamond was above lava. See, and that's if I hadn't put the water, I could quite possibly have lost it. So yeah, if I just put water near these, then it didn't really work there, but the block will go down one, so the water should immediately try to flow there. So I think I'm just going to check here, and yeah, it looks like nothing. So I'm just going to head back before I forget where those furnaces are, because that's a stack of iron over there, and I don't particularly want to be losing that, if I'm being honest with you. So it was back over here and through this wall. Got a creeper. No, don't push me into that. Right, just going to do that, because you can never be too safe, because you really don't want to be falling into lava at any point. So here we go. So all my iron is done now. I'm going to cook a bit more food. So now I'm going to make my diamond pick, which, you know, lovely thing to have. I'm going to move the map because I don't really have space for it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to explore in this direction now, after I've got a bit more food. I'm also going to craft myself a bed, just so I can check if it's night. Not really, but yeah, so easy recipe. And then if I make some red dye and put it with this bed, then here we go, I have a red bed, just like the classic like bed, because you know, this is how the classic bed used to look in the old days. So if I just let that smelt while I sort of explore over here, then that will grab me some more food that I can double back for. So if I just let that all obsidianize and wait for the lava to sort of recede before I grab all of this iron, because the last thing I want is for it all to get burned up instantly, because that's not very fun for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on grabbing some obsidian, seeing as I don't have a base or anything yet. I don't have any storage, so I don't want to be carrying all of it around when I already am low on inventory space. So yeah, so it doesn't look like there's any diamonds over here, so I think I'm gonna just check back and yeah, just go back and then check on my like food, and then probably head up to the surface and see if I can't like begin construction on a house. So just come in here, I got plenty of food now, although I am going to smelt this up here, and then here is some mutton. Well, I don't have anywhere for it to go. I mean, I guess I can check out this andesite. So if I just switch these around, then yeah, we got a zombie here. I'm trying to block the water off for you. You don't have to try and kill me. Honestly, so rude. I'm doing a terrible job at this. I think I'm just going to give up. So if I just head back over here, throw a spider's eye to get this pork. And then if I grab this phone a bit, so if I just put the crafting table down and make myself a whole bunch of iron like tools, then I can get rid of my stone ones and it will stop taking up that extra slot in my inventory, which I don't particularly want it to. So final one here is just to make a sword. And get rid of my nearly broken stone. So we have full iron tools now, which is very nice. So if I got space here, what to get rid of? I think I get rid of this one pick that I shouldn't really have, and then I'm just gonna mine my way out. So there's a thunderstorm, which means it's raining and mobs can spawn, but I do believe I can sleep through thunderstorms, so it's not all bad. If I just put another torch down so you guys can see what I'm doing, although I'm not actually doing anything interesting really, just mining my way up. And then seeing as I've built a staircase, I can always come back down to grab a whole load of obsidian and then go to the nether, which is like cool, seeing as then I can grab myself blaze powder, start brewing and that, and nether quartz so I can make like comparators, which is good for like redstone circuitry and all, but surely I should be near the surface. Let's check the map. Y61, so I should be breaking through into dirt anytime soon, seeing as, you know, worlds like flat typically are in the high 60s, and instead of starting the durability on my diamond pick off, I'm just gonna make another iron one, because I would like to be saving that rather than using it all up when I don't have an expendable amount of diamonds or something like mending, which is a nice enchantment. So I can hear the rain now, so I must be near. Here we are. And oh, we're just up by the ravine here, so that's nice. So out here we have the plains biome right next. So I think I'm gonna make my base around here-ish. At first I'm gonna set up a sort of mini station so I can get this smelted and stuff on the go. So if I just convert all of this into planks for now, then I'll make myself a nice double chest, and then I can chuck most of my inventory in here really, and I will see if I can sleep just to like get rid of the, here we go, get rid of the thunderstorm, because you know, nice to get rid of, and it will stop monsters spawning. So if I just leave these skeletons to burn, maybe one will drop me their bow. to be quite nice to have. So if I just come over here and then grab a whole load of oak logs, then I can make an outline for the house, and then make a house that's somewhat interesting rather than just a big wooden square. But I'm not the world's greatest builder, so I won't end up making the nicest of houses. But I think I might make this house, then end the episode, as it has been quite long so far. But these trees are something that I hate most in the game, just because they're such a pain to get rid of. So I think I'm going to start here, just build 3 up to indicate it, then another 3, and I'm going for quite a big house here, because big house is a nice thing to have. Maybe not that big, about here-ish. Then so far I've got a square, and I'm going to want to turn this into a sort of L shape. So if I come around halfway-ish, so here, make sure it's in line, and then come up 3, then around halfway-ish again, make sure it's still in line, and then over here. Now, because I have a somewhat like interesting shape, then I'm able to make a somewhat interesting house. So we have some gold and some iron on the go still. Not really any raw meat. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with a cobblestone floor. Going right up to the edges, but not on the edges, because I have walls here, so it's not going to be needing to look very nice in particular. So just going along here, give myself an outline of what I'm going to be taking out, and then just go sort of back and forth in rows. And seeing as it's a plains biome, it's like a nice reasonably flat area, which is sort of what I look for in making a house, because then you've got a nice area to make like a farm and other things, which is like good for food and good for things like if you have sugar cane, then you can get like books and paper, which is like good for trading with villagers and getting like nice enchants and things, because you know you need 15 bookshelves to make thing, right? So 2 stacks and 46 is how much cobblestone I'll need to fill the whole bottom in, but I don't have anywhere near that much, so I'm just going to start by this area, and then I think this is where I'm going to have the front door. Because like over here-ish is not too big of a space. Or there is not even, so yeah, tell you what, I'll move this across by 1. So then we can have an even doorway, which is nice having a doorway that's like fully central and not sort of like half central, rather than a doorway that is wonky and looks all horrid really. So if I just fill these in, then yeah, chuck the iron in here, and I already have quite a bit, so I think I'm just going to go, actually I can fill this in now that I've got an absolute butt ton of dirt. So I'm just going to head back into the mine, see if I can't get myself about another 2 stacks of cobblestone, because then I can make a floor that's consistent and not sort of all gappy. So if I just start mining out cobble, and if I see any gravel, I'll also pick some of that up, because that's going to be quite useful for making a flint and steel, which, you know, I need if I want to go to the nether. But I can hop down here, do this, then I'm able to get back down to the sort of cave system a lot faster. And then obviously I'm picking up all the cobble that I couldn't pick up earlier, and I'm also grabbing quite a lot more, just mining out a single block here, one all the way down. So here we have some gravel. So yep, here we go, we've got some flint already. It's a lot quicker than I had expected, but yeah, that's good. I'd rather have to just mine 1 than mine 20. So yeah, now I've got just over 2 stacks, so I think while I'm down here I'll actually grab a whole load of obsidian too. And if I mine the ones that are under the water, if I just stand above the water, it won't give you that added like underwater sort of like effect, but it will also stop it from burning up in the lava, which is annoying when you spend so long mining out a single piece of it. So I'm just going to want to get 10, because that's all you need for a nether portal, because you can skip the corners bit, but it always have to be 3 high and 2 like wide, just so it doesn't end up being too small, and if it's too small then you can't light it and go through. So 2 across, miss a corner, 3 up on both sides is the best way to go if you're trying to get one quick. But if you want to make one that looks like really nice, then you can always add in the corners. So I'm just going to need 3 more. But obsidian takes the longest time to mine out of any block in the game, which is annoying, but it's a good block because you don't really need to mine it that much. So having obsidian be the slow block is sort of nicer, I'd say. But there you go, so 10 obsidians now. I can make my way back up, and there's a zombie with some armor on. So staircase was back over here, and then up this way. So if I just make my way back up, then I can get a little bit more of the house done, so I can at least finish the floor now, rather than that looking ugly. And I think I might just finish it off at the start of next episode, just because it's gonna be like easier, seeing as this episode's already been quite long. So if I just fill this in here, then I can just do it in rows now. So yeah, just do it along in rows, and then when I finish this, I'll go to sleep to stop it being night and then me getting sort of overrun by a whole load of monsters. Because it would be especially annoying for a creeper to blow this up the second that I've built it. But then creepers are the most sort of annoying mob in Minecraft, and probably my least favourite, second maybe to ghasts, which are annoying because they're just a creeper but ranged. I think I'll just do the sides of the house now and then finish the sort of roof tomorrow. So we got 10, and then I want 2 for a door, so I'm gonna want 2 more bits of cobblestone here. So I'll have window here, window here. And then I can go 4. Oh, great. I really shouldn't have called it, because otherwise it might actually not have happened. But me saying that it would happen, of course, caused it to happen. So that's annoying, but it wasn't like I'd got much done. So that's 6, 13. So I'm gonna want 2 windows. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and then I'm gonna have another pillar of logs in the mirror to separate them, and then here we've got the long stretch. So I think I'm gonna go for 5, and then grab a whole lot more of logs so I can convert them into planks to finish this. And well, the good thing about trees now is they drop sticks, which, you know, is quite nice, because then you don't have to craft them up all the time. You can just, you know, when you take out a tree, you get them as sort of like a bonus, which, you know, is pretty nice. And I think the second I get a saddle, I'm going to make an attempt to tame the horse that's over there, because, you know, like, a horse is a nice thing to have in the game. So if I just 16 will give me a whole nother stack of, so that's 5, there we go, 2, 3, and then I want that to be identical on the other side, so 5, 7. So if I just double these poles up, then I'll have 3 mothers of 5. So yeah, so this can